Hi, my name is Kaitlynn.
And my name is Kourtney.
And we're with Creative Creations. Today we are teaching Virtual Class 32. This is called Autumn Blessings 2-page layout. And Kourtney's going to read the instructions today. So we have beautiful instructions on the front and, of course, beautiful pictures on the inside to help us guide ourselves through the class. So we're going to go ahead and take everything out of our kit. Now, if you haven't gotten your kit already, you can order one if they're still available on our website. You're just looking for Autumn Blessings 2-page layout. Court's going to read everything we get in our kit so we know that it was packaged correctly.
Okay, so you should have a Winter's Edge 12 by 12 illuminating paper. All right, the Frolic 12 by 12 paper. The Robin's Note 12 by 12 paper. And the Remnants 12 by 12 laser cut sheets.
Very fragile.
Yeah. All right, the Garden Petals in Salmon. 1 Autumn Wooden Embellishments.
So they're in their own little package.
Yes.
So we have an autumn, and then
we have our blessings.
Yes, the blessings. And you're like, mine's crooked. It got printed wrong. No, because it's supposed to go like that, where the word is straight and the swirlies are diagonal.
Yes. Okay, 1 sample bottle of Nuvo Mica Mist Antique Gold. Very pretty. All right, 1 paintbrush. Perfect. And you will need adhesive.
We use the Art Glitter Dries Clear Glue. We talk about it all the time. So the Art Glitter is the brand. Dries Clear Glue is what it does. So it dries completely clear. So it's the best glue for any kind of paper crafting.
Yes. All right, you use your pop dots. Just any pop dots will do. A trimmer and we like to use the Fiskars Sure Cut trimmer. It's got a wire in the middle, so it's really helpful in knowing where to cut. Okay, a paper bowl or plate. Perfect. And some scissors. And we're using the Tim Holtz mini snips. Perfect. All right, I guess we're ready to get started. So we're going to go ahead and locate the Robin's Note 12 by 12 paper. And we're going to use a trimmer to remove the barcode strip. Now, when removing the barcode strip, you may notice on the opposite side, there may be a little design or some words. They differ between kit to kit. But if you just want to keep that, you can add it in somewhere if you want. I'm not sure what's on the other side yet.
It's a little, like, Christmas.
Oh, yeah. See, that could be a little strip at the bottom of a card or something. All right. Place with the bird facing the correct way, and this will be your background for layout 1. Excuse me. Locate the illuminating 12 by 12 paper. And doing the same thing, use a trimmer to remove the barcode strip. All right, and we're going to place sideways so the candles are pointing to the left.
Oh, okay. So here's the candles at the bottom and the side, so it means the candle flame goes, make sure I looked, yes, to the left.
Perfect. All right, and this will be your background for layout 2. Set both pages side by side on your desk. Remove the cap from the Mica Mist sample. You may need to shake it up a little because some of the mica may have separated from the liquid, so just shake it up a little. And you're going to make a puddle of it in your paper bowl or plate. And with your provided paintbrush, dip the paintbrush into the puddle and hover over the papers. And use your finger to bend the bristles back and release so that the brush generously covers both pages.
So we're making a paint puddle.
Pretty much. And you're just doing a splattering technique. If there's a different technique that you may know of.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
did I take something off?
Yeah.
Okay. I wondered why I wouldn't. Oh, I see it.
And if you make a big splotch in the middle or somewhere that you don't really want, that's okay. It can be covered up with the flower or another embellishment. So just make sure you clear everything else away from your workspace. And if you just want to tap it on your finger or flick the bristles back, whichever you want to do. And so it goes on as this gray color, but once it dries, the gold, you see the gold come through. And it's just really, really pretty. And with this mica mist, it normally comes in about maybe a 4-ounce bottle. And there are several colors. They're more of an opaque finish on them, whereas the sparkle spray, which if you went to one of our shows, we use that in our Treasure Memories class. That is about a 2-ounce bottle, and they are super sparkly and very, very vibrant. So if you just want a light color background, the mica mist is the way to go. If you want a very vibrant background, I would go with the sparkle spray. And those are all on our website, so you can take a look at those.
So I find it kind of faster just
to tap
it, because I was kind of getting all over myself.
Yeah.
Spreading the bristles.
You just gotta work with it a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You said just kind of all over?
Yeah, all over. And if you look at your sample, you can see some big splotches in the background, which I like that, so just whichever one
I think that's good enough for me.
Okay.
So, hold on.
All right. So
this is what... Oh, that one's still drying.
Yeah.
Because I have a glob back down there. But you can see like the scatter going on in the background.
You can kind of see the glare of it.
That's what I got from doing mine. Mm-hmm. And it does turn to gold. So that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to set those aside to dry.
Okay.
Perfect. And we're going to get your Frolic 12 by 12 paper. And we're going to cut some photo mats. Okay. So the first one's going to be 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to be using the plain side, so don't worry about... You don't really need to worry about where to cut on here. It's all pretty much the same color. And that was 7 1/4 by 5 1/4.
Okay.
Perfect. And we need 2 more that measure 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. That's what I was doing yesterday.
4 1/4 by 6 1/4?
Yes. And then you have your 5 by 7 photo that can go there and 2 4 by 6s. And you can always cut them different depending on what photo you may put there. But that's kind of like the basic we do for every kit.
I made that extra difficult.
All right, so we're going to set our 2 photo mats of the 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 to the side. That's for our layout 2. We're going to grab our 5 by 7 and our page 1 background. And we're going to want to make sure it's dry, so maybe touch it up a little. And you may get some glitter on your finger, but if it's not wet, then you're good.
Yeah, it's dry.
Perfect. So you're going to put pop dots in the back of your photo mat. Just don't put them near the bottom because we're going to be tucking some embellishments underneath. And this paper, I believe, is from the Winter's Edge 49 and Market kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very pretty paper. And then we're just going to center that in the middle of our background paper. And it's going to be vertical. Just make sure it's centered. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so from our laser cut sheets, we're already getting to the fun parts. Now these are just attached by a little piece of paper. You just got to punch it out or snip it if you want. It's up to you. We're going to remove the cream swirl border at the bottom right.
Oh, I have this. Okay, so it's this way. There's looks like a headboard.
It does look like
down
a headboard.
here. So they're just connected by a little piece of paper.
Yeah.
Little bits. So you just have to pull it away. If it's really fighting you, I just use the scissors to cut it away.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be horrible.
All right, we're going to adhere that under the photo mat with the point pointed downward and the rest tucked underneath the photo mat a bit. So we're adhering using liquid glue or runner, whichever you prefer.
Oh, broke that.
You're just going to tuck it under just a smidge. Perfect.
And I'm using glue that dries clear, so I made it move on accident a little bit, but that's okay because I won't see it at the end.
Yeah, that's a good thing about that art glue or dries clear glue. It doesn't dry glossy, it dries matte and clear, so you don't even see it. So that's awesome. All right, so then we're going to remove the netting at the top left.
Oh, up here.
Adhere vertically to the right side of the photo mat near the top right corner. So it's going to tuck underneath the right side of the photo mat near the top of the photo mat. And there's kind of like a flat edge. There's kind of a wavy edge. You're going to want to tuck the flat edge underneath. You see there's like a flat, perfect. And you're going to want to use liquid glue for that one as well. And this is also good where the liquid glue comes in handy because there's not much space to apply glue.
There is not.
So maybe if you even had that Xyron, is that thing what the thing's called?
The sticker maker?
Yeah, the sticker maker, that'd be good for that.
Okay, it's special, but it's down.
Yeah,
you probably can't see it. It kind of blends in with that white
does kind of a little bit.
background.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to remove the long greenery stem in the middle. It's like yellowish green.
Okay, then is this big long
looks
one
like
in the middle?
weeds or something. All right, and we're going to adhere on the left side of the photo mat that goes around the top left corner and the rest flows down at a slant.
So like...
Yes, like that. And it goes to like here.
Oh, okay. And you don't worry about seeing the tail end of it because we're going to cover that up.
Yeah, we're going to cover that up. Whoa. And it kind of just goes around that top left corner of the photo mat. This paper is really pretty, so it kind of already looks done. Yep, and it's just going around that top corner. All right, remove the smallest petaled flower on the right, not inside the oval.
Oh, right here.
Pop dot it to the left. Wait, no. Yeah, pop dot it at the bottom left corner of the photo mat.
It had a little cutout that I fit the corner of the photo mat right in it too.
See. All right, now remove the small leaf stem. Oh wait, no. Now remove the smallest spiky flower amongst the 3 flowers at the bottom left.
Okay.
And pop dot to the left of the previously placed flower. kind of like not got much petals on it. To the left of the previously placed flower. We just top dotted it there. Yep, that looks good.
It's interesting.
And these flowers look real, like
they're cool
because they're not like cartoon.
like photo printed.
Yeah. All right, and now we're gonna remove the small leaf stem at the bottom right. And we're going to pop dot it in between the two placed flower pieces. So kind of where those two meet, just in between the two, so you don't see the stem. And you may need to cut your pop dots in half, and the easiest way to do that is cut them while they're on your sheet. That way you don't gunk up your scissors.
So it's tucked into where they kind of meet.
So you don't see the stem, so it looks like it's coming out of the flowers.
And it's heading towards, I guess, this corner-ish.
All right, now we're going to remove the small petaled flower and the oval at the top.
Okay.
And we're going to pop dot at the top left of the spiky flower. So not right above it, but above it to the left a little bit at an angle. All right, now remove the second spiky flower down on the left.
The second spiky flower down. Oh, down.
So like from the top. Okay, and once we get that out, we're going to pop dot it above the previously placed flower. Perfect.
And you're like, oh, we got a little special shape going on. But we're going to fill it in.
All right, now we're going to go to our garden petals in the salmon color.
This is a very interesting color.
Yeah, the salmon.
Yeah, especially on like something that matches. And it does match good with like the foresty stuff in the background. I'm just going to take all the pieces out because it's easier to find them instead of like digging through the bag 8,000 times. Okay.
All right, we're going to locate a double flower stem. It's on a piece of wire. And we're going to adhere along the left side of the photo mat. And what I like to do is I just like to tuck it in just a little bit so that way you can put a gobble glue at the stem and just stick it underneath your photo mat so no one really sees it. You want me to pop that?
Oh. When you stick it in, you got pop dots underneath there. It ends up kind of holding itself because I can feel it.
Sticking to it or something?
Well, no, this petal.
Oh.
I should have put my pop dot.
Oh, well.
I could put a little one. Under here.
Okay. Now we're going to locate a large flower. Adhere to cover up the bottom of the previously placed stem. And it was going to be in that little spot that those flowers in the bottom left are surrounding. So you're kind of filling in that hole in the bottom stem of the greenery piece we placed. You really put a lot on there. So it fits right in that little section that we were going around.
But also the flowers kind of look like they got sat on, so you can just take your hand and just kind of swish them up and bring it back to life. That really makes that corner, that little shape we had going.
Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, so now we're going to locate the large leaf and adhere to the right side of the photo mat. So half of it is overlapping the wire.
Oh, the chicken wire?
Yeah, the chicken wire. And the end of the branch is the rest on the photo mat. So it's going to kind of go in the bottom of the stem is going to go in the bottom right of the photo mat, and the rest is going to float on top of the chicken wire and a little bit onto your photo mat.
So like some of those petals are kind of hanging out on the photo mat, and I had it about a third onto the chicken wire, and then just wherever this ends up is fine.
Okay, now we're going to locate the spring piece and a double flower stem. And we're going to wrap them together. And you can kind of use the wire to your advantage. I would line them up equally. Like, put that all the way at the top.
Pull what all the way to?
Like line them up at the top like that.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah. That way they're kind of like equal. Yeah. Alright, you're going to trim the bottom and adhere directly on top of the placed leaf stem. And this might need a little bit more extra glue just because it's a wire piece. Or you can also use a pop dot if you want.
You can put a pop dot at the bottom because we're going to put a flower.
Because you're going to cover it up with flowers. No one's really going to see if it's a mess down there.
The rest of it can get glue. Whoa.
Oh man.
And I could put something underneath that flower up there.
Yeah. Maybe a pop dot?
Yeah, working on it. I had like glue all over my finger. I find I can write the instructions, but when I gotta do it, I'm very like spasmic. Okay, that's gonna have to work. There's glue down there, and I don't even think it's touching my flower anymore.
I don't even know. It'll dry though. Eventually.
So I got a holding by a pop dot at the bottom, and then a half a pop dot underneath the petal at the top.
Yeah.
So it's literally laying over that leaf branch. Okay.
All right. Now, from our laser cut sheets, going back to that, we are going to remove the now smallest petaled flower to the right.
Oh, now, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to pop dot it at the base of the flower spring stem that we just adhered. So he's kind of hiding that little
special stuff I had going on
there. All right, now from your laser cut sheet again, remove the spiky flower at the bottom left. I think it's the really big one. Yeah, the really big spiky flower at the bottom left. Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't thinking the bottom left corner. I was like, the bottom left what? Okay.
All right, and you're going to pop dot below the previously placed piece. It should be at the bottom right corner of the photo mat. Okay. Now, from the laser cut sheet, remove the smaller leaf to the right. And we're going to pop dot and tuck in between the last two previously placed flowers. So it's going to go in between them to the right. All right, from our garden petal salmon, locate a flower with 2 leaves attached.
Oh. I was thinking your leaf with 2 flowers.
Me too. I was like, that's the right one. Okay, and adhere above the leaf stems that the leaves are pointed outward. Not toward, outward. Mm-hmm. And for our last
depending on if you're caught up or not, you can always pause because I know we go fast because I just use a pop dot
to
put flowers down. Okay, go ahead.
All right, for our last step, we're going to grab our autumn title.
Oh.
And these are brand new wooden embellishments that we make ourselves. So these are really exciting. And we are going to adhere that in the top of our page. Now, if you like these wooden embellishments, we have some others. We have memories Journey, and these are just a few. Welcome Fall. Let's see, another small thankful one. A spooky, we just had Halloween. Hocus Pocus. Happy Fall, y'all. A trick or treat large banner circle thing. And Boo to You from our crew. Super cute. And there are more of those online. Those are just a few I just pulled.
But these wooden embellishments, instead of being like a chipboard piece with the words, it's cut out around the word, we made a backer for the word or for the design, and then engraved the word and the design inside the backer. So you have a solid piece you're putting down and not a fragile couple of letters.
And if you wanted a cool thing that we thought, well, maybe we shouldn't say, maybe we might do it. Oh well. So a cool thing, since they are engraved, you could go in there with a glitter glue or with a liquid pearl and actually fill it in, so you can color your words or your design, whatever's on your
the engraving.
Yeah, so that's cool. We did that. I think we actually did it on the spooky because it was really big. I filled it in with like purple and orange and different colors. So.
You don't have that, but you just
this is just an example. Okay, so this is the page one we got finished with. It looks really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to move to page 2 and get this whole thing done.
Yeah, perfect.
That title is big, but it really takes up, really helps with that space.
Yeah.
And that title, if you like that autumn title, we made a special larger size just for these kids, but we do have a smaller, more normal size on our website. So those are wooden embellishments.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so from the laser cut sheet, we're going to remove the large fringed lace piece in the middle. I think it's like a yellowy color.
But I think I got myself turned around. Okay.
And we're going to, here at the top of the layout, near the top right corner, so the fringe is facing upward and covering up the sideways candle. So there's a sideways candle near the top. We're going to want to cover that up because we don't want anyone to be like, why is your candle sideways? So near the top right corner, we're just going to cover up that candle. Perfect.
And remember, your page is supposed to be sideways.
Yeah, and your page is sideways, so you have to remember that. And now we're going to adhere the blessings title to the top left of the fringe, so it's flush to the left edge of the layout and approximately 1 inch from the top. The title should adhere in the direction the words are read, so the piece itself is at a slant. So your words should be straight, and the, I guess you would call that greenery maybe? What would you call that?
Huh?
The leaf accent on there will be crooked, but your word blessings will be straight. Because this is a sideways piece, or slanted piece. So that looks good. And now we're going to get our pop dots, and we're going to we're going to get our photo mats, and we're going to pop dot them horizontally, overlapping the solid part of the lace. I'm going to start with the top right one. We're going to cover up the solid part of the lace, so the fringe part peeks out above it. So it should just fit directly under that lace piece.
While I'm finishing this, do you want to tell them about our shows we went to?
So, what is today? Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday
the 13th.
Okay. So a week ago, last Sunday, we got home from a 36-day trip to our conventions, our first 3, and last 3 of the year. We started in Novi, Michigan at the Great Lakes Mega Meets. You may have seen us there, and thank you for coming. It was so much fun. It was great to see everybody. And a week later, 2 weeks later, we had was it Sacramento or Ontario first? Sacramento, California first. And that one was really fun. There were way more people than we thought. It was so much fun to see everybody. And then a week later, we drove down to Ontario. Yeah, Ontario,
Were you
California. There? I was. I can't remember which one I said first. So those are really fun, and we taught some classes there. We had a 49er market layout class, a Stamperia card class, and 2 Diamond Dots classes. So if you took those, you got to see Kaitlynn in person. I was at the register, so if you were at the booth, I was there. I may have checked you out. If not, it was probably Mom. But it was just such a blast to see everyone. So that was really fun. All right.
We do have a full schedule planned for next year, of course, because we just were able to get 3. It took all the way to October to get ready just for those 3.
Yeah.
So next year we'll have a full load that we have planned, and we'll definitely post all about the shows we're going to.
And we're going to be seeing a lot more people.
So there should be one near you if you missed it.
Yeah, that's really exciting. All right, so from our laser cut sheet, we're going to remove the netting inside the oval. And we're going to adhere vertically along the right side of the bottom photo mat. It's kind of a little fragile piece. And again, you want that more flat side to the right side tucked underneath. Yeah, this is more of a Christmas kit, but I kind of just turned it into a fall kit, but it worked out pretty good. All right.
Oh no, I got one guy that I want to glue. Okay.
All right, now we're gonna, oh, okay. Yep, that looks good. So we're gonna remove the leaf branch at the bottom. Got a couple little leaves on it. And we're going to pop dot on the right side of the bottom photo mat so it is coming from where the photo mats would meet. So it kind of comes out at a diagonal slant in between those 2 photo mats. All right. Now we're going to remove the small bud assortment with the stem on the left.
Small.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where are we putting it? This one. It's not small. I trimmed it. That's why.
Oh.
So it's got the tiny white flowers and the lots of green stem. And we're actually going to trim it to where there's only about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of greenery left on the flowers itself. Because that was a really long piece. And just make sure all your flowers are still attached. I think there's a section where you can just cut it. Yeah. Okay, so we just trimmed that piece. And we are going to, adhere at the left side of the upper photo mat, coming from where the photo mats meet and flowing towards the title. So you don't want to put it directly in the middle between them because we have some flowers going in the middle. So maybe about 1/4 inch from your title. Yeah, it's kind of just floating there for now. We'll put the other embellishments there when we get there. All right, now we're gonna go to our salmon garden petals. And we're gonna locate a large flower.
Okay.
Adhere at the right of the bottom photo mat in the corner.
The right.
And this should be to cover up the end of the leaf piece that we already put down. So right where those photo mats meet on the right. It's going to cover up that stem of the leaf piece.
And then bring it back to life.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And that wasn't necessarily a large flower. It was just
the largest
large
of what
at
we
the
had.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to locate a smaller flower with 2 leaves attached. And we're going to adhere at the right of the bottom photo mat, so it is to the right of the leaf piece. That was interesting. All right. Now we're going to locate a leaf branch. I think it's the last leaf stem. And here at the left side of the upper photo mat. So it's going to go in the corner on the left of the 2 photo mats. It's flowing towards that piece we already adhered.
Oh, it's kind of overlapping it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, mine's overlapping it a lot.
Oh, I didn't mean to say a little bit. Yeah, a lot, I guess. Okay, now you're going to locate a double flower stem on a wire and a spring piece. And we're going to twist them together like we did before and trim it. And we're going to adhere directly on top of the placed leaf branch. So it's going to go on top of that leaf branch and that white flower branch that we adhered.
After I twist them, I like to spread them out so they're like a little happy guy. So you're just going to lay over the leaf stem and the white petaled flowers that we adhered. Good. And that's just a pop dot you see right there. We'll cover it up in a second. Alright, now we're going to locate our last flower. It should be about a medium size. And we're going to adhere on the left side of the upper photo mat in the corner. This should cover up the end of the flower branch, the spring, and the flower stem. Perfect. That's nice. Okay.
So our last step, we got a couple pieces to place on our laser cut sheet.
Okay.
We're going to remove the medium petals flower on the right. And we're going to pop dot along the left side of the upper photo mat. I think I got it right here.
Oh.
So it's kind of going to go right above those leaf stems that we adhered. And now we're going to remove the top spiky flower at the top left. And we're going to pop dot along the top edge of the bottom photo mat. So it's going to go next to that large flower right here. All right, now we're going to remove the large petal flower on the right. And we're going to pop dot along the bottom of the upper photo mat. And it's going to be on the right of that large orange flower or salmon
so you kind of snuggle it in there.
Yeah, they're just kind of like in a little bundle.
I had to put it underneath those orange flowers so it could snuggle underneath there. And that petal up here is just resting because my pop dot is really just touching the paper.
All right, now we're going to remove the larger of the 2 spiky flowers. At the left. And we're going to pop dot along the right edge of the lower photo mat.
Just to stay with the bunch, kind of.
Yeah.
You can put it farther down, but it'd kind of be like, who are you? What are you doing down here?
And now for our next or last piece, we're going to remove a spiky flower and here to cover the sideways candle at the bottom right of the layout. So I would choose the larger one right there, just so it can fit just so it can actually,
Oh, I probably didn't know what flower,
probably,
what it was, so I just said pick one.
but it's okay. I would choose the larger one, and I would just adhere this flat, just so it's not as noticeable. And it will kind of blend in with your page.
Yeah, I really like
Otherwise, you just have a sideways candle on your page, and we don't want that.
So I got it covering most of the candle. There are these little ball things on your bells, whatever. I love those. So I just went to cover most of the candle. You can't even see it anymore. But it does blend in with the page and helps tie in those other ones.
But that's it. We're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect to be done that quickly. That was a very nice kit.
Yeah.
And it's surprising how fast that came together. I mean, that's under an hour. And we finished a 2-page layout. I mean, that's really hard in my class that I taught. It was...
Now, the only thing I would do is I would probably go back with more of the
mica
mix.
Well, you could do that with your paintbrush, and you can go on your flower petals to accent those. Maybe even make a little border on your photo mat. I mean, there's a couple things you can get creative. Your title, for sure, is something you can explore. You can paint them, ink them, spray them. They'll take it. So... this was a wonderful class. So we also have next weekend, we have virtual class 33 that we will be teaching on Saturday as well, because we like to do Saturdays now. So look online if you haven't had that kit yet. I believe the deadline's tomorrow to order it in time to watch the live. I
don't remember which one it is. In
time to watch the live class. But of course, our videos stay posted. So on our Facebook and our YouTube, we stream. So, and I'm pretty sure on our Instagram, I don't know if that completely works, but it's there. You can always go back and rewatch the video, and I try to tag them onto their product pages so you can find them easily. So any other questions, just leave a comment down below, and otherwise we'll see you next week. Bye!